From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning and welcome to the week of Christmas. Hope you had an awesome weekend out there. Thankfully, the snow is finally going to start to slow down for Cascade passes for this week, but those impacts from the snow won't be zero. Freezing fog may be coming back to the region for tomorrow morning, and we will have little shower chances for lower elevations Tuesday through Christmas Eve, through Christmas Day, and through Friday. All right, First Alert radar showing you not much on the map for this morning. We do have some snow showers that are primarily focused over the Blue Mountains. Wind gust, yes, it is a little bit breezy for mountain passes, but lower elevations, not really seeing any impacts from the gust. Okay, on the temperatures now, 20s, 30s, and 40s. So we have 20s and 30s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, right around freezing for the lower Columbia Basin, and low 40s for the Blue Foothills, and 20s and 30s up in the mountains. Here's your hourly forecast for this Monday for the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine all throughout the day. It's going to end up being a pretty nice one. So for today, for lower elevations, 30s and 40s, we're going to bounce between mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. But again, some fog coming back for tonight and into tomorrow morning. So I'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, a long-standing partnership between two counties is breaking down, and it could end up in court. The details surrounding the legal fight brewing between Benton and Franklin counties coming up.
Plus, a familiar name when it comes to Yakima County politics is setting their sights higher. Straight ahead, why Commissioner Amanda McKinney says she's running for Congress.
And when seconds matter, teamwork can save lives. Firefighters from across the region training side by side. And this morning, we'll take an inside look at how that training is making emergency response faster and safer. These stories and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Monday, December 22nd, and we are in the week of Christmas.
The week of Christmas, it just flew by. Then it's going to be New Year's.
And then it's going to be 2026.
Crazy. So much going on.
So much going on, and we are going to get to all of it this morning.
That's right. We start with Pasco, where Benton County is going up against Franklin County over a dispute with the Juvenile Services Agreement.
So Benton and Franklin counties have shared juvenile services for years, but Benton County leaders now say that agreement is now at risk. They say Franklin County plans to end its participation by the end of this year, December 31st.
On Friday, the Franklin County Commissioners received papers saying they were being sued by Benton County, which prompted the Franklin County Commissioners to hold a special meeting. And after 2 executive sessions, the Commissioners came to this decision.
I move that this board instruct our PA's office to prepare counter litigation upon receipt of the litigation that the Benton County Board of Commissioners initiated against Franklin County today.
And meanwhile, Franklin County Commissioners voted last week to move forward with the switch, saying they have the legal right to do so.
That the change could save taxpayers more than $2 million a year.
Now turning to Your Voice, Your Vote. As Yakima County Commissioner Amanda McKinney says that she is making a run for Congress. She's looking to fill retiring District 4 Representative Dan Newhouse's seat. Commissioner McKinney says that she is running as an American First Republican and that she supports many of President Trump's policies that include border security, national defense, and energy. And aside from her work as county commissioner, McKinney also serves on the National Association of Counties Agriculture and Rural Affairs Committee. Primary set for August 4th of next year.
5:04, and moving to Kennewick now for a powerful look into how our local heroes train to save lives. The Kennewick Fire Department and Benton County Fire District 1 recently gathered for their quarterly fire training, which is a cooperative effort drawing teams from across the region.
Yeah, now this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia takes us inside, revealing how this year's training is unlike any before, with some cutting-edge technology bringing a new level of realism and safety.
Brian Cole, the training captain for Kennewick Fire Department, underscores the importance of this regional collaboration. Having multiple agencies train together at their facility builds a shared language and trust. So when the alarm sounds, everyone moves as one seamless unit.
Oh, yeah, it's 100%. some of this is relationships. So we see these guys on the training ground, and they're the same guys we're seeing on the fire ground, and it just makes that communication and coordination much, much better than if the only time we ever saw each other was during an emergency.
Cole says this shared understanding goes beyond words. It's about synchronized actions. Firefighting offers many methods, but speed and efficiency saves lives.
It's all about speed, right? It's all about getting the fire out quickly when it's small, getting into buildings and being able to search them as soon as we possibly can to give victims the best chance of survival. And the only way you can do that is regular practice. And so this kind of prop, being able to do multiple evolutions like this makes us better every single time. And when we get to the fire, we're going to be that much faster and that much more efficient on stopping the fire and getting to victims.
This year, a propane-fueled fire simulation prop transforms training safety and realism. It simulates fire scenarios in second-story rooms at the press of a button, allowing firefighters to train dynamically.
It's so easy for us to flare the fire back up, and so if they knock the fire down, they think it's out, they move on, we can hit a button and all of a sudden the fire's back up again. And so it teaches those guys to make sure they're paying attention, they're not turning back, they're back on the fire, they're making sure it's out completely before they leave the area. So that's something we couldn't do with Class A fires.
Cole shares how training officers from all area departments and districts meet monthly to design these quarterly trainings, constantly seeking ways to improve and address any gaps. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And Cole points out these trainings aren't just about skills, they're also about safety.
The better the firefighters are with their craft, the safer they are when lives are hanging in the balance.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the holidays can be joyful. Behind the lights and celebrations, some carry silent struggles. Coming up, an in-depth look at how one local man is turning the pain of vets and first responders into purpose.
And giving you that live look outside this morning from our Dust Levels camera in Pasco. It is 7 minutes after 5 on this Monday, and Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to break down your first alert forecast, give you a look at what you can expect as we head into a busy travel week, and a look at your past report as well.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
'Twas just before Christmas, and the sale even Scrooge can't afford to miss is coming!
From 6 p.m. until the wee hours tomorrow, it's Griggs' famous all-night sale.
And today and tomorrow, Griggs is taking a whopping 25% off all toys. Check tomorrow's paper for spectacular hourly specials, unbelievable discounts, gifts at clearance prices.
And all day and all night tonight, an extra 25% off all toys.
So don't go to sleep. Come to Griggs' famous all-night sale until the wee hours. Griggs, 801 West Columbia Street, Pasco.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Merry Christmas to you and yours from Daikin, everyone at Bruce Heating and Air. We're proud to be in your community. We wish you a safe holiday and all the best in the new year.
Okay, there's the signal.
Okay, hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Tomorrow morning on GMA, someone's about to get the surprise of a lifetime live on TV. Their dream coming true with Super Bowl tickets. It's the biggest live GMA Christmas surprise yet. Even Santa is going to be impressed with this. Tomorrow on Good Morning America.
San Francisco, Indianapolis, Monday Night Football at 5 tonight. Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a tour of our mountain passes for this morning. I-90 at Snoqualmie Pass. It is slushy. Traction tires are advised, and we'll take you down to U.S. Highway 12 at White Pass. Compact snow. Traction tires are required. Unfortunately, this wash shot camera is not working for this morning. Then we'll slide over to the Blues. Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Compact snow. Traction tires are advised, and things look pretty good this morning for Interstate 84. Okay, fog for this morning, mostly up in the mountains. There is this little patch over Moses Lake that we're keeping a close eye on. Sometimes that will have the tendency to expand down into Benton and Franklin counties. But we're thinking that the chances for freezing fog are going to be much better for tonight and into tomorrow morning. So for tonight, the best chance is going to be in Ellensburg and in the Kittitas Valley after 1 a.m. And then for tomorrow, it looks like for the rest of us, 4 a.m. to 1 p.m., including in the Kittitas Valley and in Ellensburg. And model consensus was suggesting that the best locations for fog probably going to be in Walla Walla and in Ellensburg. But again, points in between, we are not sleeping on that possibility. Let's take you back to today. Forecast highs 30s, 40s, and 50s for lower elevations, just kind of depending on the microclimate. And high temperatures not really doing too much over the next 7 days. I think the overall trend is going to be a little bit cooler, but still, this is mostly above average. In fact, it's exclusively above average for this time of the year by about 5 to 10 degrees. That's what's going on for lower elevations, but we'll talk about the snow. There is more snow in the Cascades for this week, but it's slowing down. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. 11 minutes after 5, and now turning to in-depth coverage, as the holiday season, of course, is meant to be a time of joy and togetherness. But for many veterans and first responders, it can be a time of loneliness, grief, and struggle.
This morning, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen gives us an in-depth look at how one retired police officer is turning his pain into purpose, helping others navigate the weight of trauma through the holidays.
For veterans and first responders, the holidays can be a double-edged sword. A time meant for family and joy, but also a season when trauma, loss, and loneliness resurface. Studies show more than half of U.S. veterans report feeling lonely during the holidays, feelings that can increase the risk of suicide.
When you see everyone else joyful or Christmas, there's a lot of memories that come together, and all of a sudden you stop and you realize that there's a lot of pain there.
One person who understands that struggle is Chris Luttrell. A veteran and retired police officer, his new book, Echoes from the Street, takes readers behind the badge, inside his journey through PTSD, addiction, and loss.
It got to a spot where I realized I was carrying this huge, heavy burden of all of the loss and trauma and death. And that was crippling.
Luttrell served in the Air Force before spending years responding to high-stress, high-trauma calls as a police officer. Those experiences followed him home, impacting his family, his faith, and his mental health. And for many like him, the holidays can amplify old wounds, triggers, expectations, and memories of friends or lost loved ones.
It's definitely noticeable when someone tends to isolate even more. And so it's important for us to notice those signs, to stay connected, do our best to jump in and help out and encourage getting out of the house.
Warning signs can include avoiding calls or events, losing interest in hobbies, increased irritability, changes in sleep or eating, substance misuse, emotional numbness, or saying they can handle things alone. Ascencio recommends several strategies to help veterans and first responders through the season. Reach out to family and friends or fellow veterans. Plan ahead for events and set healthy boundaries. Honor lost loved ones with meaningful traditions, and take care of your body through sleep, exercise, and nutrition, and seek professional support when needed. A sign of strength, not weakness.
I feel safe in saying that as veterans, we're very much used to structure and routine. so much that maintaining a certain structure, routine in our lives can almost offer a sense of relief because it's something that we're used to.
For Luttrell, those strategies, along with his faith in community, were life-saving. Today, he shares his story through his writing, speaking, and podcast, hoping others can find healing too.
It's okay not to be okay. It's normal to go through these seasons where you might experience anxiety, depression.
But this holiday brings another layer of pain for his family. In 2024, his daughter Danielle was killed after her scooter collided with a car in Spokane, a loss that put his sobriety to the test.
Oh, I wanted to go drink so bad. And without my community, I don't know that I wouldn't have.
Between hosting his podcast, Luttrell is also running Ironman races and speaking with law enforcement agencies about the importance of mental well-being. He says the community helped carry him through his darkest moments, and one person he mentioned in nearly every conversation.
Your wife. Tell me about how much she's meant to you through this whole process, just being there and supporting you.
It's meant everything. I wouldn't be where I am without her. I wouldn't be able to help other people if it wasn't for her showing up for me the way she showed up for me.
His story is a reminder that even the deepest wounds can become stories of strength and that no one has to face the holidays alone. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And if you or someone you know is struggling this holiday season, we want to let you know that there is help always available.
The Veterans Crisis Line is open 24/7. Just dial 988 and press 1.
And you can also find local resources through community veteran centers and counseling services.
Always someone out there to help.
Yes.
All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, checking in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Pulbreth. He's going to break down your first alert forecast as we give you that live look outside this morning from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. Is that snow on the ground out there?
It looks like it.
Is that just the light? It's a little dusty. Oh, a little dusty and a snow, he says.
It's going to be a white Christmas.
Josh said it's going to be a white Christmas. That's not what he said, but he'll let you know what you can expect when we come back.
To me, Harlem is home, but home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3.
When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Stay warm now and pay later. Upgrade your HVAC system today and take advantage of $2,000 in federal tax credits. That's right, you could get up to $5,750 in total savings. This winter, don't leave it to chance. Call Vance. Vance Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down. But there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered. There is hope. Call today for a free consultation.
In our house, love comes in little bites.
Mom, you do this every time.
Quality control. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
All GE appliances are on sale, like this GE fridge, now only $14.99. That's a savings of $1,100. Stop by your local Fred's appliance today and shop the region's largest Get It Today inventory. We sell appliances, only appliances.
So you only check it twice?
Well, yes.
Nissan tests every model thousands of times. We even test them for severe Arctic weather. No wonder Nissan is J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality. Hold on to that hat, Santa.
Add a Nissan to your list at the Nissan year-end event. Now get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through NMAC, or get up to $5,000 customer cash on select new models.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, January 4th at 9 a.m.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we'll still have more snow in the Cascades for this week, but it's not going to fall at the same rate as it did for last week and over the weekend. But still, more storm systems to come lined up in the Pacific. For right now, we're just seeing some pretty light snowfall for the Blue Mountains, trying to get up into the Cascades as well. But we'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar. And as we put this into motion, you see for lower elevations, it's just not going to be very active at all for today. But into this evening, here comes that next heavier band of snowfall. So our passes could look pretty lousy as we head into the late evening, specifically for the Cascades. And then as we head into Tuesday, a little bit more widespread action this time, including for lower elevations. You see that as we head into the evening and then into the overnight hours and into the wee hours of the morning for Wednesday. This is when passes could start to look a little bit lousy again in the Cascades. So, of course, you can see hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here's some of the snowfall totals we're expecting from this morning through the afternoon of Christmas Day. Anywhere between 5 to 8 inches of snow for a Cascade passes, maybe a little, maybe another dusting for the Kittitas Valley, and then it doesn't look like there's going to be much doing at all for the Blue Mountains. And then for the rest of the week, maybe just another 3 to 4 inches for a primary Cascade passes. So I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to shut down any passes, but we might see some chain requirements out there. So just play it safe if you're going to travel over our passes for this week. Have the tire chains, have the winter safety kit ready to go. Okay, what does this mean for lower elevations for this week? We will have some little shower chances Tuesday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and for Friday, but you see pretty low in shower chances for the Tri-Cities. Here's what it's going to look like in the Yakima Valley, and I'm keeping the forecast dry for Tuesday and Friday, but Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the point still stands in the Yakima Valley. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances overall Tuesday through Friday. In Yakima, perhaps a brief window of freezing rain overnight, so slow down for Tuesday morning's commute. In Ellensburg, also seeing the chance of freezing rain overnight, so the same thing applies for tomorrow morning's drive to work. In Hermiston, small rain chances Tuesday through Friday, and then for Walla Walla, rain chances hover right around 50-50 Tuesday through Friday with a wintry mix possible by Friday.
Not Thursday?
No, I think it's going to be rain here in the Tri-Cities. It's just going to be
you know
cold
what?
rain.
I'm going to keep this glass half full and just wish and hope for
We're gonna
at least a
manifest
dusting of
it.
snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our manifestations might change your forecast. You never know.
We've got pretty strong manifestation powers.
I've heard. Maybe get an Etsy witch like involved in the situation.
We don't need all that. We got
it covered on your own. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The box office saw a major shakeup this weekend. Coming up, which blockbuster topped the charts, which family favorite slipped, and how much Hollywood's biggest releases really made. It's all coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew Final Days.
Initiate Final Days protocol.
And just announced Final Days bonus cash. That's 1,000 bonus cash back, and that's on top of other offers.
Hurry! Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone. Built Wild Bronco family adventure is selling quick.
Lease an F-150 Super Crew for $299 a month for $36, or a Ranger Super Crew for $249 a month for $36. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
You're invited to our Christmas light show.
Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive Soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 72 months no interest. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
San Francisco, Indianapolis, Monday Night Football at 5 tonight. Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Looking to your entertainment news this morning, a packed weekend at the box office brought big debuts, surprise drops, and one clear winner at the top.
And from animated favorites to long-awaited sequels, audiences had plenty of options, but not every film held its ground.
This morning, David Daniel breaks down who climbed, who fell, and the money behind it all. It's in your box office countdown. Check it out.
Do you think we're a good team?
Of course.
Zootopia 2 fell from 1st to 5th place, taking in $14.5 million.
He's the key to unlocking my curse!
What are we laughing about?
The SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, opened in 4th place with $16 million.
You're a lifesaver. I don't know what I'd do without you. Billy.
The Housemaid, starring Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried, made $19 million to start out in 3rd place.
David, you have stolen the hearts of my people!
The animated biblical adventure David debuted in 2nd place, grossing $20 million.
If there's something you can do, then you must do it.
Avatar: Fire and Ash, the 3rd film in the franchise, opened with $88 million, far below 2022's The Way of Water, which debuted with $134 million, but easily enough to top the chart. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
This is just one of those weeks where I want to see everything in that top 5.
So my sister and her husband have a tradition of the day after Christmas.
Watching a movie?
They just do like a full movie marathon. They go to the theater and they usually watch like 2 or 3 movies.
Do they buy the one ticket, but then
No, goodness gracious. They're
I've done
not
it before in middle school. Good times.
Right. They're grown adults. They're not
Don't
children.
arrest me.
But no, so they're here with us this Christmas
I think
week,
Christmas
so we're
Day
gonna...
we'll watch Avatar because I really want to. And then Zootopia 2 still is on my list, so one of these days.
And that's on part of our marathon for the day after Christmas. So.
I might see you there.
I know. Let's make a date of it. Yeah. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Second chances, accountability, and brotherhood. How veterans are helping fellow veterans rebuild their lives. Coming up, we'll take a closer look inside the mentorship at the Benton County's Veterans Treatment Court.
And one local Santa is spreading more than cheer this holiday season. From laughter to life lessons, we have how Santa Mark is giving back in a big way. All these stories and more straight ahead, but first, your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Waymos are rolling again in San Francisco. Some of the self-driving taxis came to a halt during San Francisco's weekend blackout, due mostly to traffic lights being out. Waymo suspended service from Saturday night to Sunday afternoon. The company says it is learning from the experience. A warning from major tech companies, Apple and Google telling their workers on visas to avoid leaving the U.S. As the Trump administration cracks down on immigration with new rules, foreign workers could face long delays for visa appointments and risk being barred from returning to the country. Finally, Sony and Honda's new electric car will let PlayStation owners stream their favorite games right to the backseat display. Users will just need their home console connected to a stable internet connection. The EV called the Afeela is due out next year. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Sophie Flay. Have a great day.
You had the whole day thought through. A quick pop into Sephora to grab yourself a little treat, and then lunch with your mother-in-law. What you didn't think through is what this bag might imply around the holidays. Suddenly, she's sharing beauty hacks, family secrets, and you've officially been added to the real group chat, the one with the good gossip. The moral? When it comes to mothers-in-law, black and white stripes go with absolutely anything. Give something beautiful, Sephora.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Sometimes you just need a moment. Self-care has never been this easy. Gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
So we could maybe sort of kind of potentially have a white Christmas. A dusting. Maybe.
I'm going to lean towards no for the Tri-City.
I'm still going to lean towards yes, just from my hopes.
Just based on gut feeling.
And our manifestations, of course, yeah.
Okay, we'll track
You're the
this.
weatherman, so you know, but
We'll track this progress,
I'm gonna hope.
this competition throughout the course of the week.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about those big weather stories. Now, there's no question about the snow up in the Cascades. It's going to continue throughout the week, but the rate at which it's going to come down isn't going to be comparable to what we saw for last week and over the past week. And so past travel should be a lot better. And then we're tracking fog coming back for tonight into tomorrow morning. And of course, those shower chances, looks like it's just going to be rain shower chances for the most part for lower elevations Tuesday through Friday. Current look at the fog this morning, looks like a pretty thick area is popping up on Interstate 90 around Moses Lake, around Richville. Sometimes it has the tendency to spread down into Benton and Franklin counties. We'll see if that ends up happening a little bit later this morning. Okay, for tonight, fog going to come back first to the Kittitas Valley. And then for tomorrow morning, it looks like the main time frame is going to be 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. And model consensus was saying that the best chances for freezing fog were probably going to be in Walla Walla and in Ellensburg, but for points in between, we cannot sleep on that potential either. So that covers it for the fog, but also we will be, of course, tracking some of those shower chances into the rest of the week. Now, for today, it's going to be dry 30s and 40s for lower elevations, but I'll have more to say about said shower chances coming up in a few minutes.
And this morning we begin with making a difference in Benton County, where a specialized court is helping veterans turn their lives around with the help of a fellow veteran who's been there too. The Benton County Veterans Treatment Court connects veterans facing issues like addiction or DUI charges with treatment instead of traditional punishment. A key part of that process is mentorship, pairing participants with honorably discharged veterans who walk alongside them through the program. Mentors attend court hearings, offer encouragement, and help participants stay accountable during what is often a year-long and demanding recovery process.
The idea is for them to be there with that participant as often as needed. In our world, the veteran world, and here at Columbia Basin Veterans Center, it's no one stands alone. No veteran stands alone.
Now, court officials say peer support can make all the difference, helping veterans rebuild stability, reconnect with family, and successfully complete the program.
5:33 and turning to sports now, where Prosser native Kirby Moore is the new head football coach of Washington State University. Moore attended Prosser High School, where he played for his father Tom and with his brother Kellen, who's the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. And Moore set the all-time high school record for career receiving touchdowns. The news of Moore's hiring comes about a week after the Cougars coach this season, Jimmy Rogers, signed a contract to become Iowa State's new head coach.
It feels great to be home. I'm really honored for this incredible opportunity. Being an Eastern Washington kid, I grew up following the Cougs' success, especially in football. 19 bowl games, 4 Rose Bowls, 14 first-round draft picks. Being the son of a high school football coach, my dad Tom.
And Moore becomes the 36th coach in school history. Prosser alum are planning a trip to the Cougars' first game to support Moore and the team.
Go Cougs. All right, 5:34, and of course Christmas is right around the corner, which means it's also the season of Santa. Apple Valley News Now's Natalie Keller met one Yakima Santa who's on a mission of spreading holiday cheer.
That's the sound of Mark de Monbren doing something he loves, becoming Santa Mark. This is his 11th season of donning the iconic suit.
As they say, the bug just kind of took a hold of me and grabbed my heart, and I just kept going.
What started out as a few appearances here and there has grown into up to 100 events per year. De Monbren has even attended some Santa conferences to workshop his craft. For De Monbren, playing Santa has also become a way to give back to his community. Most of the money he earns from his appearances, he gives back to charity. De Monbren says it's all about the interactions he has with others.
What do you want for Christmas? An iPhone, a doll, electric scooter, a shooting arrow, an electric bike. Oh, I love that for you.
And sometimes a little bit of humor.
I gotta come by your house. All right. I have to get the coal I've left there.
At the end of the day, portraying Santa leaves him feeling
like that I've contributed to somebody's Christmas spirit, helping them keep it alive. Just knowing that walking into a room dressed this way will brighten even the gloomiest day for some.
And as Christmas approaches, he has a message for the community.
Just remember to care for each other. Empathy is part of being on that nice list.
From Yakima, Natalie Keller, Apple Valley News Now.
Bye-bye.
I love it so much. And of course, Santa Mark wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, those buy now, pay later or pay in 4 methods at checkout can be pretty convenient, but we're learning that they can also quickly snowball if you're not careful. After the break, we've got your consumer reports for the day.
And speaking of snowballs, we'll check back in with our Chief Met, Josh Colbert, to see our snow forecast. Hopefully we get a white Christmas.
I guess it depends on where you live.
He's putting a thumbs down, but he's got more answers on that in just a few minutes. We're still hoping that
always
there will be one.
Keep the hope.
Exactly. Glass half full. We're back after the break.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon on ABC and ESPN.
'Twas just before Christmas, and the sale even Scrooge can't afford to miss is coming!
From 6 p.m. until the wee hours tomorrow, it's Griggs' famous all-night sale.
And today and tomorrow, Griggs is taking a whopping 25% off all toys. Check tomorrow's paper for spectacular hourly specials, unbelievable discounts, gifts at clearance prices.
And all day and all night tonight, an extra 25% off all toys.
So don't go to sleep. Come to Griggs' famous all-night sale until the wee hours. Griggs, 801 West Columbia Street, Pasco.
Oh, come on. Okay, there's the signal.
Okay, go. Got it. Hurry, he's coming. Have a good round.
See you later.
See you, Dad. We did it.
Hey, hon.
Hey, I got the presents.
You're on speaker.
For the office party.
Okay.
Now, go. Now, look at Mommy.
Good boy, buddy.
All right.
What's that?
Toolbox.
Just go to bed, honey.
Okay. Santa's way sneakier.
Toolbox, really?
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Get this exceptional offer on a 2026 Cadillac Vistic and select 2025 and 2026 Cadillac Optic and Lyric models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
You feel that? Feeling Purdy packing presents for the red and gold. Feeling Jonathan Taylor and the Colts trying to charge down the stretch.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
49ers, Colts, Monday Night Football at 5 tonight on Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Another look at our mountain passes. I-90 at Snoqualmie Pass. It is slushy, traction tires advised. And then we'll take you down to U.S. Highway 2 at White Pass. Compact snow, traction tires are required. Unfortunately, that WashDoc camera is not working for this morning. Oregon 204 at Tollgate, compact snow, traction tires advised. And then finally, we have some better information for I-84 at Cabbage Hill. There are spots of ice. Traction tires are advised. Okay, a zone-by-zone look at temperatures for this morning, 20s and 30s up and down Kittitas County. The same thing for the Yakima Valley, 26 degrees right now in Yakima. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, most of us hovering within a few degrees of 32 degrees, which is that freezing threshold. So right at 32 for the Tri-Cities, 30s and 40s for the foothills. Looks like we're mostly in the 30s for the highest elevations of the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast for this Monday for the Tri-Cities. It's mostly going to be heavy jacket weather for today, but at the peak of daytime heating, when we get closer to 50 degrees in the sunshine, maybe at that point it would be light jacket weather. Okay, and then maybe some raincoat weather from Tuesday through Friday for lower elevations. Here's what I'm going with for now. 10 to 40% rain chances for Tuesday, for Christmas Eve, for Christmas Day, and for Friday. It looks a little bit different in the Yakima Valley, as those chances are going to be a little bit higher, but a little bit more so concentrated for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's what's going on for lower elevations, but in higher elevations, yes, there's still snow, but just not as much as last week. So we'll talk about this coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 5:42. Time now for your consumer reports as people make their final gift purchases. A lot of people turn to the buy now, pay later option to help cover the cost of those gifts.
And this could be a great idea if money is tight, but Consumer Reports says these plans can quickly snowball into debt, and we're learning they now may show up on credit reports.
Consumer Reports experts explain what to watch out for and how to safely use those resources.
It's easy to be tempted by buy now, pay later. For Pamela Reyes, it seemed like a good way to stretch her budget.
A big portion of it was just convenience, being able to split the payments so I wouldn't have to take big hits to my bank account.
But as Pamela found, it's very easy to lose track of buy now, pay later loans, especially when taking out more than one at a time.
The smaller ones kind of took me off because I forgot about them. If I'd been in paycheck to paycheck situation, that could have been kind of disastrous.
Consumer Reports investigations have found buy now, pay later can lead to overspending and sometimes debt. People who miss buy now, pay later payments can get hit with higher than expected fees or interest, and those missed payments can even show up on their credit report.
Some buy now, pay later lenders report missed or late payments to the credit bureaus, which could hurt your credit score, just like missing a credit card bill. That's why it's so important to stay on top of the loan payments.
When using these services, Consumer Reports recommends carefully select which loan you're applying for and determine if it will charge you fees or interest.
Avoid taking multiple loans out at once. And if you do, try to stick with the same company so you're not managing payments from different places.
And set reminders for every due date so you don't miss a payment or risk overdraft fees. And keep this in mind when it comes to returns. It's much easier to sort those out with a credit card. With buy now, pay later, the process can take longer, and you may still be on the hook for payments until everything is resolved. As for Pamela, her experience has taught her to be extra careful with anything involving payments.
If you could not afford to make the payment in one go, I would not even consider the buy now, pay later.
This is Jaima Crespo.
And some buy now, pay later lenders report missed or late payments to the credit bureaus.
And that, of course, could hurt your credit score, just like missing a credit card bill. So keep that in mind. Always read the fine print on stuff like that, because it can definitely be a very useful tool.
And like they said, it's easy to forget sometimes.
It sure is. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. I'll give you that live look outside from right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Waking up to a little bit of some wet roadways. What else is in the forecast? More rain, more snow? Who knows? Josh knows. Josh does, and he's going to let you know coming up after the break.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
The Kia Season of New Tradition sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Get an additional rebate when you purchase any new 2025 Niro, Seltos, Sorrento, Sportage, or select Tellurides in stock, including hybrid and PHEV models. Get a 2025 Telluride EX X-Line all-wheel drive for just $46,617 and 0.9% for 60 months. Overturf Kia, Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
Before the guests arrive, it's all about the details. Making everything just right, creating the perfect vibe, and setting the mood. Every detail matters. Then, take a moment to enjoy it all, just you and your best friend. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and interest-free financing with the More Furniture credit card. Visit a More Furniture store near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Some drives feel bigger than the road itself. They speak to driving change right here at home. During the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru, you can get a new car and make a real impact. Choose a national charity or our local hometown charity and give back in a way that matters. Subaru and McCurley Subaru will donate a portion of every vehicle sold. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red?
Have a great Hanukkah from all of us at Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, we'll have additional snowfall in the Cascades for this week, and it'll be pretty persistent, but just not as, the snow is not going to be as heavy, and it's not going to total to as much as what we saw for last week and into this weekend. Still, multiple storm systems to go in the Pacific, and so that's why the snow chances overall will continue for the Cascades. This morning, not really seeing much on First Alert radar, but we'll put this into motion with Futurecast, and you'll notice that for today, lower elevation is going to end up being mostly dry, but watch what happens into this evening. 5 p.m., this is when a heavy round of rain and some pretty heavy snow going to impact our passes in the Cascades. So into the late evening, really throughout the evening, passes going to look pretty lousy in the Cascades. And then for tomorrow, a different round, this time coming in from more so from the south and from the east. And this will provide some better rain chances to lower elevations. You can see snow starting to impact the Cascades once again late Tuesday night into the wee hours of the morning for Wednesday. Of course, you can see hour by hour and day by day precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. It's going to come in quite handy all throughout this holiday week. Okay, so here are some of the snowfall totals we're expecting from this morning through the afternoon of Christmas Day. Still another 5 to 8 inches for our Cascade passes, maybe trace amounts for the Kittitas Valley, and then also it looks like trace amounts maybe up to an inch for our Blue Mountain passes. So this is going to be enough for you to have to take it slow on the passes. I'm not sure if we'll have, it doesn't look like we'll have any pass closures, but chain requirements not out of the question. Then for the rest of Christmas week, maybe another 3 to 4 inches for our Cascade passes, but I think at this point, we're definitely going to start to see some big time improvements to our passes overall. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances overall Tuesday through Friday, and then in Yakima, perhaps a brief window of freezing rain overnight. So slow down for Tuesday morning's commute. In Ellensburg, also seeing the chance of freezing rain overnight. So the same thing applies for tomorrow morning's drive to work. For Hermiston, small rain chances Tuesday through Friday. And then for Walla Walla, rain chances hover right around 50-50 Tuesday through Friday with a wintry mix possible by the day after Christmas.
Now, the morning sprint.
It is 5:50, time for your morning sprint, and we start with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Benton County is suing Franklin County over a decades-long agreement to share juvenile services. Now, Benton leaders say Franklin County plans to withdraw from the partnership by December 31st, putting the future of those services at risk. Franklin County commissioners received a notice of the lawsuit Friday, prompting a special meeting where they voted to pursue counter litigation. Franklin County officials say they have the legal right to exit the agreement, and they argue that the move could save taxpayers more than $2 million a year. Legal moves are now underway on both sides.
Yakima County Commissioner Amanda McKinney announces she's running for Congress. She's hoping to replace retiring 4th District Representative Dan Newhouse. McKinney says she's running as an America First Republican, supporting policies focused on border security, national defense, and energy independence. In addition to her role as County Commissioner, she serves on the National Association of Counties Agriculture and Rural Affairs Committee, and the primary election for the open congressional seat is scheduled for August 4th of next year.
And fire departments across the region are strengthening their response by training together at shared facilities. Kennewick Fire Training Captain Brian Cole says regular joint training builds trust, communication, and a shared approach long before crews ever meet out on the fire grounds. This year's training includes a new propane-fueled fire simulation system, allowing instructors to recreate realistic second-story fire scenarios at the push of a button. Cole says the realism helps firefighters act fast, communicate better, and improve survival chances when real emergencies happen.
Benton County's Veterans Treatment Court offers vets facing charges like DUIs an alternate path that focuses on treatment and accountability. A key part of the program is mentorship. It pairs vets with honorably discharged veterans who attend court, provide encouragement, and offer honest feedback. Veteran mentor Steve Leto says the program is often more demanding than traditional sentencing, but the results can be life-changing. The Columbia Basin Vet Center will host a coffee and Christmas music event. That's tomorrow, and that'll be for veterans and their families, and the event runs from 6 to 8 p.m.
And Santa Mark is celebrating his 11th season, spreading holiday cheer across the community. And what began as a few appearances has now grown into as many as 100 events each year. He donates all of the money that he earns from appearances to charity, saying the real reward comes from connecting with people and lifting spirits.
Turning now to your national headlines this morning, the U.S. carried out strikes against ISIS targets in Syria on Friday. President Donald Trump on social media said the strikes were in retaliation for the December 13th attack that killed 2 American service members. A civilian interpreter was also killed. A U.S. official said dozens of targets connected to ISIS were targeted, including infrastructure and weapons storage sites, and the strikes were part of Operation Hawkeye, so called in memory of the 2 National Guard members from Iowa, which is the Hawkeye state. A U.S. official says partner nations, including Jordan, joined the U.S. in the strikes, and Syria's foreign ministry reacted in a statement. It said it remains committed to fighting ISIS and to make sure the group has no safe haven in Syrian territory.
5:53 in your business headlines this morning. Kentucky bourbon maker Jim Beam has announced it plans to pause production at its main distillery in Claremont. The move will take effect on January 1st. Part of the issue concerns supply. Kentucky has more than 16 million aging barrels of bourbon in its warehouse. The state charges taxes on those barrels, and a state trade group says distillers paid $75 million for those aging barrels this year, and that's a 27% jump from a year ago.
In your health headlines, the Trump administration says it's taking a step toward lowering drug costs in the U.S. On Friday, President Donald Trump unveiled his most favored nation pricing deals with 9 pharmaceutical businesses. The agreements call for the companies to sell their products to Medicaid at special prices and to launch new medications in the U.S. at those costs. The businesses will also sell some primary care and specialty medications on the Trump Rx online platform, which is scheduled to open in January. And President Trump and others in the White House says this arrangement will help bring drug prices down.
5:55 talking sports this morning. The men's basketball coach at Georgetown University will serve a 1-game suspension after he tossed a water bottle that hit a kid during Saturday's home game against Xavier. The incident happened towards the end of the game. The Hoyas were down by 3 points with 5 seconds left to play. Georgetown had the chance to tie the game, but a missed three-pointer at the buzzer sealed the win for the Musketeers. That's when Coach Ed Cooley lost his cool, tossed his water bottle into the stands, hit a mom and a kid that were sitting just a few rows behind the Hoyas bench. Cooley apologized to the family. Apologized to the Georgetown fans and the university, of course. He said after the game his actions were out of character. University's athletic director said Cooley's conduct did not align with the standards that the school expects of its coaches. The Hoyas play again tonight. Associate head coach Jeff Battle will coach the team for that game.
Trending now this morning, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's a flying car.
Really?
I think so. We'll see.
Maybe Santa. Is it Santa?
Santa.
I know him. The company Jetson filmed a commercial in Pismo Beach, California, featuring a personal electric flying vehicle.
Ooh.
Is that also just like a plane? Too?
No, let's call it a flying car. This means we're closer to flying cars.
Well, the aircraft is called the Jetson 1. The CEO of the company says their mission is to become the Tesla of flying cars.
Yeah, I'm with Jade on this one. I don't think that's a flying car. It's just something else, but
right?
I don't know how to classify.
There's no wheels.
Yeah. But anyway, don't expect to travel far in them. The flight time is only 20 minutes. They are available for order, but they will cost a pretty penny. According to its website, the Jetson 1 will set you back about $148,000.
Wait, so can a person fit in there? Because that's what matters.
Yeah, there was one person.
Okay,
okay. It's a single.
Well,
but she's like
flying car.
Or tiny plane.
I guess they just need to add wheels. I don't know. They're not impressed.
I'm staying on the ground, guys.
I'll stick to the ground.
Stay on the ground.
I'll try it out and let you guys know.
You're wild like that. I love it. All right. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We're going to take you inside a hometown success story that is now coming full circle. Coming up, why Kirby Moore's return to Washington State has Prosser buzzing.
Plus, Santa Claus taking his holiday cheer somewhere a little unexpected this year. We're heading straight underwater in the Florida Keys for Santa's splashy stop. Details are coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. And Josh, what are you tracking?
I am tracking snow for the Cascades. It's slowing down all throughout this week. Maybe some freezing fog coming back to the region. And we will have a wet Christmas, but probably not a white Christmas. So we'll talk about all that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.